Hi, I'm Megan Ulrich with Maple Knoll Communities. Maple Knoll Communities has been around for 174 years. We operate the continuing care retirement communities, Maple Knoll Village and the Knolls of Oxford, offering independent living, assisted living, and skilled nursing. We have outreach services which provide Meals on Wheels and transportation. We have a Montessori Child Center, a wellness center that is open to the public, a public radio station that has 33,000 listeners worldwide at 89.3 and 89.9 FM. And we do a lot of different outreach into the community through our clinic and our partnerships with the University of Cincinnati and Miami University with our Oxford campus. So there's a lot that we do to provide to seniors in our community. We actually impact over 3,000 seniors in the greater Cincinnati and Oxford areas alone. Since 1985, we've loosely worked with the University of Cincinnati. University of Cincinnati physicians and College of Medicine have been coming to our campus to provide learning opportunities for students, to provide intergenerational relationships where our residents can benefit, their students can benefit, and also faculty will get a chance to actually provide hands-on research in a clinical setting. Since then, we've seen the benefit of this partnership just continue to enhance. In 2010, we decided maybe this is something that we really want to move forward with, include other colleges besides just College of Medicine. From there, we began kind of a 2-year discussion on how we wanted that to look. In 2012, we were very excited to partner with College of Nursing and open a UC Smart House on the campus of Maple Knoll Village. This place became an innovation hub. We had College of Engineering, College of Medicine, College of Nursing, and College of Business, Pharmacy coming out here to see how we could interact with technology, how we could have robotics impact healthcare, how we could help people age in home, something that's a big thing with seniors nowadays. And it really took off. We've had over 3,000 students from the University of Cincinnati come out to our campus since 2012. Since then, we've also formed a formal collaboration, which occurred in 2015, between Maple Knoll Village, our continuing care retirement community in Springdale, and the entire University of Cincinnati, which allows us to pursue different research projects, student projects, educational opportunities, intergenerational relationships, and volunteer opportunities for students, faculty, alumni, and emeriti. It's been something that's been incredibly beneficial for both sides. We're excited to share that not only has this been beneficial for people in the Cincinnati area, but we've been able to partner with the University of Cincinnati on publications which have been nationally recognized. We've done studies on how we can impact worker safety, how we can impact worker mental well-being, especially during times like COVID, how we can impact technology in seniors' homes. So these are just a few things that we've been tackling here at Maple Knoll Village with the University of Cincinnati. I can't stress enough how beneficial it's been to have these intergenerational relationships. Again, not just for our residents, but for faculty, alumni, and emeriti. It's something that could happen from a medical standpoint, from a research standpoint, or simply from a social standpoint, where there's so many volunteer opportunities on campus and you can really get a lot from volunteering, and I know that our residents get so much as well. Our residents are able to be that resource, that educational piece for people who maybe don't have a lot of exposure to older adults. On our campus here, we are ranging in ages from 62 to 107. That 107-year-old just moved over to assisted living. She was finally ready to make that move. She still is interested in sharing her story and providing feedback. A lot of times what we see is when we have these relationships formed, you don't realize the importance of the older population. We've had a lot of our residents who said, I think we really opened our eyes up to some of these students and faculty. They thought we weren't interested in technology, and I showed them how I did a TikTok video last week. Or they might have showed them how they were around for when the telephone came about. So we don't give these older adults a lot of credit for new things coming into our world, but they've been around for a lot and they've got a lot of great experiences. We also have a lot of residents living on our campus who either went to University of Cincinnati or who taught at University of Cincinnati. They have so many wonderful experiences and ideas that they would love to share, love to continue to give back, and we invite you to please come out and visit our campus. If you would like to visit us online, you can visit us at www.mapleknoll.org. You can see information on our partnership with the University of Cincinnati. You can learn about volunteer opportunities, or you can even see a little bit about what we have to offer.
When you zoom out a bit, you gain perspective. You realize it's not what you're looking at that matters, it's what you see. At Maple Knoll Village, you'll see a lot. Friends, family, and a home with everything at your fingertips. Then, when you zoom back in, you'll know this is where I'm supposed to be.
John Anderson is my name. I've lived at Maple Knoll since 2010. That's about 12 years, going on 12 years. And I've been involved with Maple Knoll since the 80s because my wife's mother was here, and both she and my wife and I got involved in volunteer work here, and we stayed right on up until now. I've been active with the UC participation with Maple Knoll in many projects throughout the years, interviews with new doctors, testing of medical equipment, medical diagnostic equipment and stuff like that, and just in general involved wherever I could be, really, because I've appreciated the contact with UC. My experience working with students that come to visit us, listen to what we have to say about various issues, has been a fine experience for me and hopefully for them too. I know each year that we've done that, I've gotten more out of it, I think, than they get out of it, because the questions always lead to discussions of perspectives on life. I think that students in general have really been interested in hearing what an older person has to say about life in general, and about how they look at medical care. Some of that, I think, is a surprise to them from what I've seen as we talk, and hopefully I've been able to give them a better picture of what it's like to be an old person. We can give an exposure to the educational facility that is closer to real life, if you will, than the academic environment. In real life, people don't always behave the way they should, or the way they're expected to, and it's well to know that before you get involved with real life. I've enjoyed volunteering almost all my life, and especially here at Maple Knoll. My wife and I got involved volunteering here back in the 80s, and I have been doing that ever since in many different ways. My biggest capacity is as a friendly visitor, visiting people older than I, or perhaps more incapacitated than I, to give them a better sense of life, of good feeling about themselves and that sort of thing, and keeping them active in the community, really. I've always enjoyed working here at Maple Knoll. The staff they go out of their way to make it a comfortable thing for us, and for volunteers certainly as much as for the residents. It's good exposure and good feelings. Every time I'm doing something like this, I say, I get much more out of volunteer work than I put into it. It enhances my life, enriches my life.